Alright, what's up guys, it's the Rossian bringing you a little card review. Today I will be doing the Egyptian gods, giving some of my thoughts and opinions on these 4 cards. Alright, first, Harax, the creator god of light, Harakti. Now, if you just saw that get brighter, that is because I plugged my charger in because my computer was about to die. Sorry about that. Anyway, the creator god of light, Harakti. This card cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by attributing 3 monsters whose original printed names are Obelisk the Tormentor, the Winged Dragon of Ra, and Slifer the Sky Dragon, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. The special summon of this card cannot be negated, and the player that special summons this card wins the duel. It's got question mark attack and question mark defense. Now, this is the win condition of the Egyptian gods. Like they actually needed a win condition, but they have an instant win condition because, well, it's basically a monster that tributes 3 ridiculously strong monsters in order to just make its presence known. And but overall, this chick is bueno crazy. Okay, first of all, I'm pretty sure with question mark attack and question mark defense, I know for a fact somewhere in the Yu-Gi-Oh game there is a card that searches question mark attack or question mark defense. I know I've seen it somewhere before, but I can't remember the name, and I'll probably look at it later. But this card, really easy. I mean, you can Sark this, you can probably mill it to the grave and like monster reincarnate it. You can probably Foolish Burial, monster reincarnate, and get this card. There's a win combo that works off the gadgets and ultimate offering that goes into this card, and I've actually seen it. Someone else posted a video of it, but yeah. Alright, moving on. Next we got Obelisk the Tormentor. 4K attack, 4K defense. You must tribute 3 monsters to normal summon this card. You cannot set this card. The normal summon of this card cannot be negated, and when this card is normal summoned, spells, traps, and effect monster effects cannot be activated. This card cannot be targeted by the effects of spells, traps, or effect monsters, and if this card is sent to if this card is special summoned, it is sent to the graveyard during the end phase. You can tribute 2 monsters to destroy all monsters your opponent controls, and this card cannot declare an attack the turn this effect is activated. Now, weird thing about this is the effect that says when this card is normal summoned, spells, traps, and effect monster effects cannot be activated. A lot of players I notice get that confused because that is not a permanent effect. That just means that when it's normal summoned, basically your opponent can't. That means no card can be activated in response to the summon. That doesn't mean that as long as this card is on the field, then spells, traps, and monster effects cannot be activated. That doesn't mean that. It will be broken if it did mean that, but it doesn't. It just means that you can't bottomless this card, you can't torrential this card, you can't basically, well, you can't solemn this card because it says so. I think Sanguine can't be negated. I think cards like I don't know what else, but yeah. So can't activate cards in response to this card. So, and it just says It says the effects cannot be activated, so even if the card is already face up on the field, the effect can be activated. I'm pretty sure Stumbling would have like no effect on Obelisk. So basically, yeah. It can't be targeted by spells, traps, or effect monster effects, so only cards that don't target will destroy this card. So this is basically it's smashing, ground bait, fissure if it's the only monster on your opponent's field. This is fissure bait, smashing ground bait. This is mirror force bait. This is torrential tribute bait if they summon if another monster is summoned. So basically, Obelisk is like a walking tank, and it looks pretty awesome. I think this art looks a lot better than the illegal version. Actually, everyone except Slifer, in my opinion, looks better than the legal version. Just saying, that's my opinion. But yeah, 4K attack, 4K defense, this guy is a walking tank. And he can do quite a bit of damage before he goes down. Yeah. Moving on. Next we got Slifer the Sky Dragon. Normal summon, must scroll up. You must tribute 3 monsters to normal summon this card. You cannot set this card. The normal summon of this card cannot be negated when this card is normal summon. Cards and effects cannot be activated during the end phase. If this card is special summoned, send this card to the graveyard. This card gains 1000 attack and defense for each card in your hand when your opponent normal or special summons a monsters in face-up attack position. That monster loses 2000 attack and destroy that monster if its attack becomes 0 by this effect. Okay, Slifer got a little weaker when it was made legal, because as you can see, it doesn't have the target immunity that Obelisk does. So card effects like Gale, Raikou, Deprison, Compulsory, Phoenix Wing, Wind Blast, those cards can affect Slifer. And this card, wait, did it say not being negated? Yes. Okay, so it does keep its solemn immunity, keeps that, it keeps the bottomless immunity, it keeps the torrential immunity, so keeps all that. It's just, it can still be targeted by effects, and that's what makes it weaker, because the illegal versions, all of them could not be targeted by the effects of any cards. So Slifer got a little downgrade, but and also the attack reduction effect. See, it only works if the monster is special summoned in attack position. So if they special summon a beater in defense mode and then protect it, well, basically Slifer is going to be a sitting duck unless you have a considerable amount of cards in your hand. So yeah, it's an upside and a downside. Yeah. So Slifer's not as much of a boss as it used to be, but it can still be pretty viable. Still has the monster destruction effect, so it can keep some stuff in check. You can force your opponent to play defensive, but it doesn't protect against flip summons. So if they set their card and then flip summon it next turn, basically they empower it up somehow or whatever, then yeah, they can possibly take down Slifer. So basically that's Slifer in a nutshell. And the last, we got the Winged Dragon of Ra. And also another downgrade, in my opinion, it's another downgrade. Card art looks awesome, in my opinion, but it got downgraded. Cannot be special summoned, or yeah, this card, it cannot be special summoned. You must tribute 3 monsters to normal summon this card. You cannot set this card. The normal summon this card cannot be negated. When this card is normal summoned, spells, traps, and the effects of other cards cannot be activated. When this card is normal summoned, you can pay life points so that you only have 100 left. This card gains attack and defense equal to the number of life points paid, and you can pay 1,000 life points to target one monster in the field. Destroy that target. Okay, couple things about this card. One, it does not have the targeting immunity like Obelisk. When they were made legal, Obelisk is the only one that maintained the target immunity. So I think that kind of sucks. I think all the gods deserve to have that immunity, but yeah, what you gonna do? Konami messed them up, so you gotta live with them. Okay, now a couple things. Again, question mark attack and defense. I'm pretty sure that question mark searcher can search out all these cards. Again, I don't remember the name, but I know it's out there somewhere. I'll look for it later. But yeah. So, a couple things with this card. This card, you can use the Winged Dragon of Ra basically in a self-destruct button deck, since it would automatically make your life points basically make the difference 7,000 or more. Or I believe that's a condition of self-destruct. But yeah. Or yeah, you can play this and you can play that life equalizer thing or whatever that makes both players life points 3,000. There's a couple combos with this card. Personally, I think the normal summon effect is a bit much, and just to pay, and it doesn't have a target immunity, so this can get compulsed. I mean, paying the life points, that's a cost to have it gain that attack and defense. So if this card gets compulsed, and all that, so it'll be like all that down the drain. So personally, I don't think that effect is worth it. But you can pay 1,000 life points to target a monster in the field and destroy the target, whether face up or face down. So, and you can keep doing that over and over again. I mean, it's not as powerful as JD's field wipe, but at least Ra can do something. I mean, to me, Ra is like the weakest of the gods, but it's a god nonetheless, and you need it for Heroxy. So personally, I think you should just stick with the Obelisk and Slifer. But well, Ra just looks awesome, so I guess you can just use it just to look at it in your hand. Maybe put it on the field once in a while, just blow something up and just let it die. So like maybe let it die or whatever. I don't know. Equip Safe Zone to it and just switch to defense mode. Just keep blowing stuff up, whatever. I don't know. Get creative. I don't know. That's the whole thing about rogue decks, the creativity. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is missing the creativity. It needs the creativity back. But well, basically, yeah. Well, I just wanted to discuss the god cards, clear up a few question marks about them. Yeah, I'd say that's about it. I mean, there's a lot of decks these can go into. Fairy, Sanctuary Fairies with life point gains will make Ra really powerful. Slifer with Light of Intervention and like, I don't know. Light of Intervention, Final Attack Orders, I don't know. Light of Intervention and Final Attack Orders, I don't even know if that would qualify as them normal summoning in attack mode, but That's an idea maybe someone can look into later. Not me, because I'm not really focused on this one. But, yeah. I mean, from what I've seen, the easiest way to bring a Harathi is with the gadgets and ultimate offering. So, someone maybe can take that deck and run with it, see how it goes. And, well, basically that's it. So, well, that's all I have to say for now. Alright, till next time. See ya.